Hi, yeah, it's me, 5 years later. Uh, Over the years, I've gotten obviously comments and stuff, how I'm doing and this and that, and I generally, as you guys know, if you've watched a lot of my videos, that when I was doing them, the whole reason I started this channel was, because I was at a particularly low spot and I had to vent, and I guess over the last 5 years, which I'll explain later why, I haven't been particularly low enough where I felt like I really had to make videos, and being particularly low right now, for reasons I'll get into if I can do it within 15 minutes here, and also just for the common courtesy of letting people know that watch my channel and stuff, let them give an update. I mean, it's only courteous, it's only nice, or whatever the hell you call it. It's only a courteous act for me to, even if it is like half a decade later or whatever, to check in and let people know what's going on with me, and that in fact I still am alive and stuff. Basically, an update after the last video 5 years ago is sometime in April 5 years ago I ended up meeting a woman, and basically have been seeing her for the last 5 years. So obviously, with that emptiness being filled, very selfishly, I kind of, had no real need to do videos on this channel and bitch about stuff that I'd been bitching about for I don't know how long. I think the channel was like just, a couple months over a year old or something from when I started it to when I stopped. Made a lot of videos in that, period of time and stuff, because it was just a bad year and I was just feeling helpless and low and or hopeless, not helpless, hopeless. So, 5 years ago around this time I met a woman and she had 2 kids, and it was kind of the ideal situation in the aspect where the kids didn't live with her, so the kids would she'd see the kids like every other week, and on occasion I'd be a part of it. So it was nothing's perfect. It was fun, and it was just what I was looking for and is what I wanted in life and stuff, and I thought, I don't want to have obviously kids of my own, and it was a great way to experience kind of the family unit and stuff, and hopefully be a positive father-ish figure for her kids on, weekends and stuff like that. So it was a great experience, and, for the most part over the last 5 years I've been well. I mean, a lot better than I'd been for that period where I was making videos and just being so low and lonely and stuff. Basically nothing's perfect. Relationships aren't perfect. People aren't perfect. I'm not perfect. Obviously with the relationship, to be honest, I don't really consider myself superstitious or anything like that, but to be honest, I think the main reason I didn't make videos is because I didn't want to let people know, that I'd met someone, and I didn't want to jinx it, strangely enough. I mean, might sound goofy, but I mean, that's how goofy I guess I thought about, I didn't want to make videos too soon and jinx the relationship and stuff. And now I feel like 5 years in particular, since the relationship is yet again on a down, over the course, I mean, I've only had 2 girlfriends in my life, and or 2 girlfriends and 1 fling or whatever that lasted like, I don't know, 3 months or 2.5 months or whatever. So the 3 women I've been intimate with have all shared the same thing, in that they were just, even for that like 2.5 or 3 month fling, there were many ups and downs. And I'll be, with my first girlfriend, there were ups and downs. With this girlfriend, there's ups and downs. So now that, we're in a down period, I feel like, well, I don't know what's going to happen if we're going to continue to go out, or if it's the end of the relationship. Regardless, I feel like since we're at a down period, that I feel, also because it's 5 years in and stuff, and I feel like, I don't know, I guess I feel like since we're in a downward period, or down period anyway, that I don't know. I can make a video and not have to worry about jinxing it because maybe it's already screwed or whatever, but I don't know. It's already like 5 minutes into the video here. I guess I got like 10 minutes or so left. I mean, so I guess my relationship, with my girlfriend for the past 5 years, my second girlfriend in life, and I don't know, I would imagine, regardless if, this is the end or not of it, at this stage in my life, I don't know if I have any interest in, if it were to end, I don't know if I have any interest in pursuing, another woman in my life. I mean, 43 years old, in particular with all the bullshit that's going on right now, it's probably not something that, was difficult before. So anyway, what I'm saying is, if this were to be the end of the relationship, I don't see myself, I'm not a kind of person who jumps right back into wants to meet someone right away anyway, especially after a 5-year thing. Anyway, I'm just, as is so often the case with my videos, I'm all over the place, but I did want to stop by, and I've been, every now and then I check in and look at comments, and I do want to say I appreciate all the viewership, and I apologize for letting you guys hang for like 5 years, and admittedly it's kind of selfish, that I started this channel to help fill the void or have someone to talk to, and obviously when I met someone to fill that void, or when I met someone and as a result kind of filled that void, then I didn't have the need to, I was in a better place, and I didn't obviously have the need to make videos, and also I didn't want to make videos and mention her because I didn't want to jinx it early on, and I feel like we're just, whether we're going to continue or not, I feel like 5 years later is long enough to tell people about, the fact that I met someone, and I don't know if it's going to jinx it or not or whatever. I don't, I generally don't tend to believe in that kind of stuff. But still, when something's important to you, like the relationship was / is or whatever it is at this point, you don't want to, a smart person or a normally non-superstitious person can suddenly become superstitious if something's important enough to you. So I think that's the main reason. The superstition aspect, not wanting to ruin the relationship because of making a video about it, which is just goofy when I say it out loud, combined with the fact that obviously meeting someone filled the big, helped to fill a big void, which, means I didn't really have the need or urge to make videos anymore. So that's the main reason I disappeared for 5 years. As I said, now we're at a low point, and it's just like, I'm at a low point, so it's kind of like, and I just saw some comments where people are interested in knowing how I am, so I figured, well, it's a good time to stop by and say I'm still alive. And I don't know, I imagine, especially with what's going on, I kind of feel like, maybe I can do some videos moving forward. I'm not too keen on necessarily being, maybe just audio videos moving forward. I'm not too keen on necessarily being on camera for some reason. I don't want to have to comb my hair, but, I'm still kicking. I wanted to stop by to let everyone know I'm still kicking, and I didn't do anything stupid. I imagine a lot of people were worried that that was the case or whatever, and I apologize for being selfish and just stopping making videos and stuff, but when I had that void filled with someone entering my life, it was kind of like, well, guess I don't really need to make videos anymore. And so anyway, to briefly say what I've, the relationship for the last 5 years has been mostly good. Obviously nothing's perfect. I've only been intimate with 3 women, had 2 girlfriends and a fling. But, for those 3 women I've been, was involved with, I mean, they've all been pretty much the same in regards to just their temperance and, mood swings and all this and that. And so I imagine that what I'm experiencing with my current girlfriend or whatever is just common relationship stuff or whatever. So mostly good relationship, and got to know her kids and had, you know, shared fun times with all three of them, and I like to think that, you know, my inclusion in the family dynamic was appreciated by them and stuff like that. So the last 5 years of my life has been, you know, or have been a lot better than that period of time I was making videos and stuff. You know, the loneliness was obviously gone, having someone in my life, and you know, it's not like we didn't move in together. I don't think I'd ever necessarily want to live with a woman, especially with my track record of just having, you know, their emotional ups and downs and stuff. And so it's not like we're living together or anything like that serious. I'm not a person who's ever going to get married, so, you know, I don't really know what else to really say other than, I guess, what I've already said. So maybe I'll cut the video off here. I appreciate, you know, the support. I apologize once again for, you know, not being very active on this channel, but, you know, I guess ultimately at the end of the day I've been living, you know, life for the past 5 years, something I hadn't really been used to, and I was, you know, trying to live it up. And you know, to be honest, being a follower of, I don't know how to put it into words, being a follower of, I don't know, current events, or I don't even know what to say. Basically, you know, to say it, you know, to say it quickly, I mean, I've been anticipating, or not anticipating, but ready or expecting something like what's happening right now to happen for the last 10 years or so. So, you know, when I got the relationship, I wanted to, you know, enjoy it. And also, having been in a car accident that nearly killed me when I was 19 years old and stuff, you know, I'm just sure to, I try to make the best out of every moment and things like that. And now that we're actually experiencing, or in the midst of, probably what's only the beginning, unfortunately, of what's to come with, I'm not even going to say, you know, the words out loud. Everyone probably knows what I'm referring to, just the quote-unquote world events and shit that's going on and stuff. You know, I'm glad that, you know, I met, you know, my current girlfriend, or whatever she is at this point, 5 years ago, and was able to, you know, have 5 relatively normal years with her before all this shit hit the fan, and, you know, possibly to never go back to quote-unquote what, you know, normal, or what we knew before ever again, or whatever. I guess that's, I don't know if I'm going to make any videos about that. I don't know if I really want to talk about it or whatever, but anyway, that's me blabbing on. Thank you guys, thanks very much. Thanks, yeah, I'm very well spoken right now. Thank you guys very much for you know, your viewership over the years, and caring and stuff like that. You know, I would imagine that maybe just because of the way the world is, slash, you know, my life with my relationship, I don't know. I mean, this you know, where we are in the relationship is nothing new. We've been here before, so it may, you know, be fixed. It may not. I don't know, but I would imagine you guys would hear from me again, probably much sooner than another 5 years. I'll probably continue to do at least a couple videos or something like that moving forward here. So once again, thank you guys very much for your viewership and support, and I guess we'll see you next time.